Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Fly Island Guy. Today we are back in lovely Corsica, France, and we're going to be departing from here and we're going to be heading over to Turkey today, which is pretty interesting. It's a bit of a long flight, about 2 hours or so. Let's see. I actually hadn't checked that before I started recording. According to our fuel burn here, it's going to be 2 hours and 9 minutes. And we're going to be cruising at 37,000 feet. The name of the airport that we're going to be heading to is Yenesehir Air Force Base. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Current weather here in Bastia, or at the Bastia Parade Airport, is pretty good. As you can see, looking at VFR conditions, about 9 degrees C. Wind is out of 010 to 8 knots, so it's not much happening here weather-wise. Clouds are scattered at 3,800 feet and 4,500 feet. They're broken at 5,600 feet. So looking at VFR conditions here, really nothing to write home about, which as a pilot, that's what you want to see. If we're going to take a look at the weather over at our destination, currently the winds are out of 350 at 3 knots, looking at about 6 kilometers of visibility, so a couple of miles, and MVFR conditions, which means that we probably have a little bit of weather in the area. Yeah, looks like there's some a little bit of rain around, not much, but it's there. But yeah, definitely seems to be a lot of cloud cover in the area. Not exactly where we are, but that can change in the next couple of hours, so just going to keep an eye on that. Alright, so we're pretty much overall ready to go, folks. Just want to kind of go through some housekeeping, if you want to call it that, and let's get ready to go. Here in Corsica, we're going to be departing runway 34. So just kind of get my bearings here, just to see exactly where we are. It's only one runway here, so it's not anything too confusing. But I always like to get that little map up just to see where we're going. All right. Gonna set our flaps for takeoff. Okay. What we don't want to do is cross onto the runway. All right. So if you remember from last time, beautiful approach that we had coming in here. Good view of the mountains. We'll see if we get any kind of view when we take off today, but as you know, in the CJ4, takeoffs are fast and furious. So probably not going to see too much before we go. So interesting today, while I was searching for something with my dad, I ended up finding something that my brother got me a long while back. Something called a rumble pack. And if anybody knows what it is, or if you don't know what it is, a rumble pack is basically a subwoofer that you wear on your back like a backpack. At the time, it didn't have any kind of use for it, but I decided that this would be perfect to add immersion for flying here in Flight Simulator. So I have it strapped on right now, and you can basically feel all the low end from the engines, any kind of bumps that you'd have when you're moving around. That all comes through in the backpack, so it's pretty cool. Alright, so here we are, ready to depart. Landing lights are on, and we have 37,000 feet dialed in. It's good to go. Stirrups need to come on as well. Now, one thing that we need to look out for, which shouldn't be an issue, but we're taking off kind of heading straight for this mountain ahead of us, so probably shortly after takeoff, I'm going to start a right turn. I mean, your approach kind of takes you in front of this mountain anyway when you're coming to touchdown, so definitely shouldn't be an issue. But yeah, we're going to probably do the right turn to avoid that and get onto a flight plan. All right, let's get out of here, folks. Ooh, feel that rumble. Rotation speed today is 107. Rotates.
Airborne time log.
Gear up. Oof, gotta turn this rumble down. As we know, this guy takes off like a rocket. You can see the diagram changing as we're climbing, as the mountain peaks become less of an issue, so that's good. We're going to go ahead and start our right turn anyway. You can go flaps up as well. Alright. Okay. So, gonna go to climb thrust, and we'll do flight level change. Oop, about to over speed. Got it. Alright. Hope you don't get dinged for that. Autopilot isn't even on, so let's get that on. Alright. So what we'll do is we'll get our heading mode on just to hold it. I think we should be fine actually. We'll just go straight to nav mode. And we'll let LNAV take care of things once it's where it needs to be. Alright, well over 10,000, so landing lights can come off. And LNAV is kicked in now. So that is beautiful Corsica in the distance. Would have never known about it had I not flown on air. That's the beauty of on air for me, is it introduces me to a lot of new places that I've never heard of. All right. Okay, so let's talk about our destination today. So we're carrying some executives over to LTBR, which is Yenesehir Airport. So just to get some more details about what this airport is. It is a public/military airport in the city of Yenesehir in the Bursa province of Turkey. So Yenesihir, I don't know how to pronounce this. Yenesihir is 52 kilometers far from the east of Bursa and Bursa city center. And Bursa's international airport is within the borders of Yenesihir, so we're heading now. For this reason, the airport is called Yenesihir Airport. The county economics is agricultural and livestock based, so a lot of farming there. And although founded by the municipality in 2004, the Yenesehir Organized Industrial Zone began the industrialization boom, and it is the #1 district of Bursa, especially in the export of agricultural products. Tomato and capsicum cultivation is world famous. Capsicum, aka sweet peppers, bell peppers. The region has a mild Marmara climate. And it's located close to Enigo and Iznik. And some of the Yenesihir go to Bursa and Enigo to work. And Yenesihir is neighbor to Kesto in the west, Enigo in the south, Iznik in the north, Orhangazi in the northwest, and Bilecik in the east. And the total population of the district is around 52,200. Got some fun facts on Yenesihir, where we're heading today. As I mentioned, SimBrief has basically just given us a straight flight plan. So it's no waypoints. It's pretty much just going to be a long 2.5 hour flight or whatever, or 2 hour flight. I don't really like when SimBrief does that, because for me it just makes the whole flight feel just way longer. So we'll see how things go. I think the total distance is about 912 nautical miles. So I'm trying to do these longer flights in the CJ4 because, well, to be perfectly honest, they just net more money, especially if they're an executive flight like what I'm doing now. Carrying passengers over, yeah, that'll easily be a $50,000 job. So trying to get these kind of flights, really build my cash reserves back up, and my kind of main aim right now is to build a, what do you call it, an FBO. I want to build an FBO in Halifax so that we can start making some money. I think FBOs, you make money through people getting repairs done or buying fuel, that sort of stuff. So that's the plan, really. We'll see how things go, and we'll go from there. All right. So for now, I'm just gonna try and kick back and relax. When I come back, we will be discussing our approach. We're going to be doing the ILS approach, and I think I've done enough of this now for things to be really simple as far as that's concerned. So pretty straightforward flight today, nothing too interesting going on. We'll see how the views are when we get over to Turkey, but I'm not expecting anything promising since right now it's calling for MVFR conditions. Alright, so you guys take care, and I'll catch you when I get back. In the meantime, I'm just about to fly over the boot of Italy, so I'll talk to you guys then. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We have started our descent into Turkey, and it's been a pretty bumpy flight for the most part. Kind of once we really got over the mountain ranges here in Turkey, things got pretty wild. Got bumped around a lot, ended up overspeeding a couple times, knocked our airspeed way back. It's been pretty crazy, but now that we've been descending, things seem to have settled out a little bit. So we're gonna get ready. I'll start preparing for landing. It does look like weather-wise things have deteriorated a little bit in how you pronounce this. I forgot how to pronounce it. What is the name of this place? Well, we'll call it Bursa. Bursa, Turkey. Yenesehir. That's the one. Yenesehir. Yeah, it looks like the weather's deteriorated a bit. When we had started out, we were looking at MVFR conditions. Now things have gone down to IFR. So in terms of different stages, it's always like VFR, MVFR, IFR, LIFR. And I'm not sure what the one below LIFR is, but basically it's pretty much IMC conditions, no visibility all the way to the ground, or extremely poor visibility all the way to the ground. So right now, weather-wise, it's the winds are calm. Visibility is still pretty decent. This is in meters right now, so I'm just gonna read off of that. It's about 4 kilometers. There's mist and clouds scattered 3,500 feet. Broken 10,000 feet. Temperature 5 degrees C. So yeah, looks like that mist rode in, so that's going to be causing some issues. It looks like, oh no, yeah, that's pretty much where we're at with that. Let's also take a look at our approach for today. We're going to be doing the ILS 25 right Zulu approach. However, this approach right now looks like it mostly has us kind of coming in and then looping around and coming in for the ILS landing. But what we're going to be doing is just heading straight to this Kessiv waypoint, and then we're going to be making the right turn to come in on the Localizer and glide slope. So I'm not really too sure how the aircraft's going to handle that turn. It's pretty sharp, which is why you should be doing something like this. But you know, we're not in absolute reality. We're trying to stay close to it, but we're not in absolute reality. So, and we're not using ATC either. So we're just going to do what we're going to do. Coming on to 13,000 feet, and we're going to be hitting 10,000 feet soon. That's when the landing lights are going to come on. And as you can see, there's a lot of cloud buildup in the area. I actually honestly wasn't too sure what time it was in the sim, because I don't fly like at you know, real time. When I say I don't fly real time, I mean when I actually fly the flights. Like normally I'm flying in the evenings, but I mean it's set the time in the sim for mornings and vice versa, or afternoons. I thought I had gotten down the offset system on air, but I guess I didn't. So I thought it was actually morning, but looks like it's more evening time here. So the light's getting a little on the low side. While we're coming down, we're going to go ahead and start programming things in though. So we're going to go performance approach. The wind, so gotta get the wind information. Saying wind variable. Let's try that again. LTBR. So I'm not getting the exact information that I need. Alright. It's still saying variable and calm, so I'm just gonna say the winds are at, I'm just gonna say 2 knots, and I'm gonna be looking at 5 degrees C for air temperature. QNH 3006. Alright, let's send those across. Let's get our landing lights on in the meantime. And looks like our ILS or nav frequency is already tuned for the ILS approach. So I'm just going to double check that in the radio stack. It's saying 108.5. 108.5. Yep, good to go. The only other thing I need to put in here is our minimums. The minimums are going to be actually close to 1,000 feet. Where's climb? So we're going to do 959 feet. That's our minimums. And while we're doing that, let's go ahead and brief the passengers that we're going to be landing soon.
May I have your attention, please? We will be landing shortly. Please turn off all portable electronic devices, stow tables, secure luggage, and loose articles. Return your seat to the upright and outboard position. Extend your headrest and fasten your lap belt and shoulder harness. After landing, please remain in your seat with your lap belt and shoulder harness securely fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop in the parking area. Thank you.
Alright, short and sweet. About 950. That should be fine. Refs menu can come off and we can focus on our flying now. So the airport elevation is a little bit higher. According to Navigraph here, it is 763 feet. So yeah, it's a little higher here. So that's why our minimums are set so high. Alright, so we are coming in right about now. Once we start getting through the turn, well actually what I'll do, I'll take over manually, just so we don't have as sharp a turn to take. Do something like that, yeah. Loving the color of the sunset on the sky. Go ahead and go flaps 15 as well. Don't know if you guys have ever watched what's it called, Deadliest Catch. Every time I see the red skies like that, one's reminded of the sailor sayings. I think it's red skies in the morning, sailors take warning, red skies at night, sailors delight. So we're getting red skies at night here, so I think we're going to be good to go. As far as weather's concerned, should be improving at some point. All right. So once we get a little in front of this waypoint, we'll start our turn to head back. 4,100 feet is the altitude that we're looking for. We have to be careful because there is some terrain in the area, but Just looking at the map here for in Navigraph, once we move forward a little bit more, we'll be kind of crossing away from the dangerous part of this ridge, so should be good to go. Alright. So we're going to start our gentle turn here. Ooh. I was not watching the airspeed. Alright, so we're going to make our turn back towards the Yenesehir waypoint. And as we start heading back towards it, we'll go into approach mode.
Altitude.
Approach mode is activated and we are good to go. Localizer is captured. We are good to go, folks. Look at those evening skies, man. Look at them. This is what we were talking about with the weather. That's why it dropped to IFR conditions. As you can see, there's kind of a mist around, just definitely causing visibility issues. But we're established on the localizer, so we are pretty much all set. So it looks like the glide slope is kicked in as well. So I'm gonna slow down now. So I'm moving a little fast. Leave the runway is straight ahead. Well, it's two of them. We're gonna be landing on the right one. Taking a while to slow down though. So let's pull out our air brakes a bit to slow down. And full
landing
flaps.
gear. Landing gear.
And gear down as well. Spoilers back up. runway right in front of us. I said I'm not a big fan of night flying like that, mainly because there's not too much to see. Yeah, I got a nice approach here. It's like a little track right there. Soccer field maybe, I don't know. Combination perhaps. And once we land, we're pretty much gonna head all the way to the end of the runway and turn off. That's where the apron is.
Green com.
We are upside down.
500.
You're going super slow right now. Gonna turn off the autopilot.
Autopilot.
Minimums.
We're gonna continue. We're a little off profile now. There we go.
Landing
Altitude.
time on.
It's about as buttery as you're gonna get for a landing. Nose wheel just touching down now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Turkey. Bursa, to be exact, or Yenesehir. All right. Flaps are coming up, and we're turning right here. Auto off. Switching to taxi lights, strobes can come off as well. Don't see any marshals, so we're just gonna go straight ahead. We're gonna pull up right here. Landing lights, sorry, taxi lights are off. Beacons off. And engines
Engine
are
off
done.
time log. Flight is finished. It has been monitored by On Air.
66,000, man. I love these jobs. Alright, so overall nice smooth landing for the flight. Considering it was crazy turbulent about halfway through. Man, got so much cool content coming soon. We're going to be back in South America, or South America maybe before this, I think. But either way, South America is going to be in there somewhere, and we're going to be continuing our trip up to the Great White North. We're going to be taking the Kodiak, so looking forward to that as well. All right, let's flip this back over. Good stuff. All right, folks, so we're going to enjoy this beautiful evening here in Turkey, and we're going to be back in the CJ4 at some point to continue from here and go on to another part of Europe. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the video if you see fit. Once again, shout out to the new subs. The subs are really rolling in now. I could imagine we're going to be at 200 subs by the time this video comes out. So thank you very, very much for the support, and I'll catch you on the next one. This is your boy Flyling Guy saying stay safe, and most of all, stay fly. I'm out. Peace.